So remember kids, don't come into work when you're hungover. You might let aliens take over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the president is orange apparently. Yes, the pyramid at the end of the world. Now, this episode started off quite interestingly because, well, the previously trailer is incorporated into this episode in a very clever way. Instead of us seeing Bill explain to Penny what happened last episode, we got the previously, which saved a lot of time and is a really effective method, if I do say so myself. But Penny. Yeah, in all honesty, seeing this so close to the end of the series now, she was just there. She really wasn't that important. But I do have to question. This episode clearly implies that Donald Trump is president, but the president in their virtual world wasn't orange because the monks probably didn't have enough time to make that president that orange. But anyway, back to the best episode of the Monks trilogy, in my opinion. Because I like this episode. I like the episode where the Doctor just gets a group of people and helps solve them. Granted that most of the group of people end up dying at the end, but hey. Let's start off with the monks. Again, incredibly sensible plan. Put the pyramid in place with three major powers arguing, and, well, America, Russia, and China in the middle of them. And, well, it makes sense. And the fact that they just kept stopping every single attack that went towards them without blowing them up. They just took the place of the pilot, or shoved a submarine on land. That was it. They didn't shoot them down. They didn't even kill the people in the plane because they just walked out the pyramid. I like that because obviously it means they mean business, but they're not going to kill them. They only killed people when they tried to get their help out of fear, and that's good. These monks are very sensible invaders. They've thought it through a lot. And obviously, another thing, Erica, Douglas, and the lab. That was interesting how they tied it into the episode, because over the course of the episode, we just cut to them at the lab, and the fact that it started off with Erica breaking her glasses, then Douglas had a hangover, and then it all spiraled out of control from there. And I like how it was an accident. Douglas didn't just do it because he wanted. It wasn't a machine malfunction or anything. Erica couldn't do it because she couldn't read without glasses, and Douglas had a hangover, so he didn't do it properly. That's smart. That's good writing. That's how you do it. You don't need malfunctions every time. But the whole airborne virus thing, that's what they were working on in the lab. The Doctor worked it out incredibly quickly. And I know they had to get it over and done with for the next episode, but he didn't even need help. He just sort of thought it up as soon as they came up with virus. He just managed to deduce it super fast. And yeah, well, that was just it. And we also need to talk about the other people. The Secretary General, he wasn't really made that much of an impression. I mean, he recruited the Doctor, and I did like the fact that the Doctor was in the TARDIS testing his sonic sunglasses, and then he was already on the plane, which is good. And good job they didn't call Boat 1. They probably haven't bothered rebuilding that. But then the Chinese woman who, yeah, I can't pronounce her name, I'm not even going to try. The Chinese woman, the Russian person, and the American soldier, they were all good characters. And they acted very natural. Because I imagine they would start off with, a truce. And then when they running out of time with the Doomsday Clock, and turning every clock into the Doomsday Clock. Clever. And when they're getting close to midnight, they just said, screw it, we'll ask for their help. That was good. And of course, the only person who managed to get the monks to help was Bill. Now, that was clever in both ways. Now, as you remember, in my Oxygen review, I noted how the Doctor only stayed blind for 2 more episodes. He gets his vision back in this episode. Not as annoying as I thought, because it is the reason that the next episode happened. So it does have consequences. That's okay. But what I don't like is that it happened so quickly. I mean, of course, the Doctor found himself in a situation which he would have done anyway, which was he needed to enter a code he couldn't read. And then he told Bill, and then she just acted like a normal friend would do, and asked the monk's vet to give him his sight back. That's all well and good, but it probably would have been better if Bill had needed to think about this. Because naturally she was acting out of friendship, which can cause you to make rash decisions, but she probably would have worked better if she thought about this instead of, or maybe if the Doctor found out that Nardole was dead, or what he thought was dead, and then that would have sent her off, because one of her friends is dead and one of them can't see and is about to die. That would have worked better, I thought. So, this episode, great story, fun, enjoyable. What does annoy me though is the fact that, well, the whole getting his sight back, not as much as I thought, but really, too quick. So overall, I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. Great premise, great. Basically all of it is great, and apart from him getting his sight back. That just bugs me a bit. So, next week, we delve into an alternate reality where the monks rule, the Doctor's apparently working with them, and Bill's the only one who remembers, and Nardole's still alive. Oh, and the most over-the-top fake-out death ever. See you next time.